Hey guys, what is up? Today I have another video showing you how to basically speed up both your Android phone and your iPhone or any iOS device, basically any thing of those two operating systems. Now, let's start with Android. It's a bit more complex on Android. Well, basically, the best way to do it is to basically, like if you have apps that you don't use, clear those. Always remember to clear your multitasking bar. Delete apps that you don't use, delete all that stuff that you never look at, you never use. Transfer some old photos over to your Dropbox, Google Drive, any of that stuff. Transfer it over. That goes for iOS too. Just clean it up, and then it should work a little bit faster. Now, for Android, if you just want to get a little more into depth, there is a way to, as you can see here, when I go into, let's go and do settings. Let's find the settings. You see that animation that popped up? Mine is actually a little bit faster than most because of a setting that I use to basically make it faster. Now, if you click on over here, you basically go to About Device, and you have to get into developer options. The way to do that is just to tap your build number 7 times, and you should get this little option saying developer options. You go into there, and let me bring it in a little closer, and you will go down to transition animation scale and window animation scale and animator scale, and all those you can turn them down. So the lower they goes, the faster your apps will open, the faster things will go. The higher you put it, the slower apps will open. The animation will be a lot slower than it normally is. And I turned mine down to 0.5 because I didn't want the animation to be off because that looked kind of weird, but I did want it to be quicker, and that actually significantly increased the time it took for an app to open and an app to load up. That's just a quick little handy way to do it. Also, like I said before, clear out your stuff, clear out old data that you have that you like. If you go into Android and you go into your general and you go to application manager, it'll show you exactly which apps are taking up the most space. If you click on sort by size, if you give it a second to load up, it'll tell you what apps are using the most data. Now it'll be a lot different for other people because some apps you might not even use, and you might end up finding out that they take up so much space and so much stuff that you don't think of it as a necessity. So that's a quick way to clear out your storage and also to speed up your phone. Also, it'd be a good idea that if you every now and then, if you really could, just go to your storage, and you will see an option here that says cache data, and it's normally stuff that you haven't saved on your apps, but at the same time it's just sitting there, it's taking up a lot more space than if you would save it. Now you can just clear that out, and I do not want to do that right now because there's some stuff that I still haven't saved, so I will go back, save that, and then once I'm done with that, I will click on cache data, delete that, it'll delete it, and then you will have a lot more space. It's basically the RAM to be. And also, if you go over here and you click on that button, it'll show you your RAM and how much of it you're using and how much you have free. This will depend on what kind of phone you have. Normally, you should really try to keep more than half available. Like right now, you see a lot of it's taken up, and I'm just gonna clear it. Sometimes you just have to. For some reason, the more you do that, sometimes it gets more, sometimes it actually adds. But that's just a quick way to speed up your phone on Android. Now for the iOS side of things, basically the same thing as I said. Clear it out, clear stuff out. Make sure all of your old stuff is all of your old apps are. I've actually went through this and I cleared up some stuff, and I took out some apps that I didn't want. But let me actually go in here and show you. There's a couple ones you can do. If you go down here to accessibility and you click on, there's a couple things you can click on. Increase contrast, that is for basically for basically the display, has to do with display. And one over here that says reduce motion. Now it's really weird, like, okay, hold on, let me turn that off. Look, you see that? You see how it transitions? Now look when we turn that on. Oh wait, hold on. It just doesn't open up. It's like it appears basically, and that's kind of weird. Some people might like that better, but that actually helps speed up, so it'll actually open up faster. Now, one thing that's actually specific to this, if you go into general and usage, it's a good idea to have over 1 gigabyte available for your storage. I have 1.5, so that's pretty good, and that's actually it's recommended to have over 1 gigabyte, so that way you can have the most storage, because the lower storage you have, the crappier your phone will become, the more of it will actually slow down. Like, for instance, my father actually has an iPhone 5, and he has absolutely no space on the left. Like, it basically says 0 bytes available, and it slowed down so much. This phone is actually faster than it because it has absolutely no space left because of all the stuff he's been using, and it is a 64 gigabyte model, so it is a good idea to clear it out. Then this one's only 8 gigabytes, which is a really downside if you still have an iPhone 4, since a lot of the newer apps are taking up a lot more space, and you really want to have a lot of apps, because that's basically the point of smartphones. Now, basically the only other thing you can really do is, like, if your phone is acting weird or crazy or something like that, sometimes it's just good to reset it, back it up to iCloud, or back it up, or do whatever you gotta do, and then reset it, and then it'll basically clear out all the stuff. Just give it a fresh start. Sometimes if your phone got really slow and you keep doing it and keep doing that, just clear it out and just use it. Like, clear it out and just download the only apps that you're necessary. Sometimes a fresh start is what you need sometimes to clear out all the older apps. Like, if there's apps that, if you need an app, download. If you don't need it, just don't even touch it. So that's just a couple quick ways and couple tips to basically help your phone run faster, help any phone run faster, and just basically some of this actually applies to computers too, and tablets and everything basically that you own that is a portable electronic that you use on a daily basis. I just want to say thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to leave a comment on telling me what you want to see next. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.